Had lost all their first three matches, but the Lions were strengthened by the return of Matt Rendell, their best and fairest for the last couple of years, and he made a large difference in the result. Fitzroy had the first use of the breeze, but Footscray did well into it, kicked the first 3 goals of the match, and at quarter time led by 4 points, 3 goals 1 to 2 goals 3. We're going to pick up the action in the second quarter, Footscray leading by 4 points, and the commentators with me, Doug Hayward and Don Hyde.
At the commencement of the second term, it's Fitzroy 2-3-15, Footscray 3-1-19. Rendell been an excellent player, so is Purser. Well done, Loken. Long punch out wide. Kennedy pursues it, overruns it very badly. Socket off the ground by Egan, kicked off the ground by Thornton, picked up by Quinlan, down towards the pocket, and a fine mark taken by Brian Cordy. Not played, plays it down towards half-back flank for Footscray. Rickman there. Ugly play, pushes towards the boundary line, out of bounds on the full, free kick to Harris.
First minute of play, second quarter, Leon Harris. Not big in stature, but big in heart for Fitzroy, kicking it down to the half-forward line and punched away effectively from Bernie Quinlan, taken here by Neil Cordy again, gives it across to Doug Hawkins. Hawkins moves it back towards McKenna, and he plays it to the Footscray half-forward line. No one making position, and easily taken by Les Parrish, who gets the ball up towards Grant Laurie. He'll go for a run. He's got plenty of pace, rather Pekin, and Pekin now kicks it down towards the half-forward line. Good play by young Pekin, picked up here by Conlon. Conlon moving it quickly in towards the full forward zone, and Scott. Chance for Wilson to kick it off the ground. Timely defence by Hanson to Kennedy, and across to Sewell, and Footscray do it well, getting the ball back towards the centre wing, and Rendell and the other Footscray player, Thornton, and Rendell gets the mark.
Almost spoil each other. Rendell towards full forward. Scott's well placed. Heap of Footscray players in the air. The punch down. Chance for Fitzroy. Oh, bundled over the line by Kennedy. Was it a push in the back? Against Quinlan, but no. It'll be a boundary throw in.
Kennedy's been in a couple of incidents up to date. Scott comes in. A nice dodging that time, and booted downfield where Rendell takes his 6th mark. Plays on this time. Left foot's it high in the air. Runner get off the ground. By Cameron, brings it back and says another kick, Matt Rendell. Not whether he achieved his mark. Matt Rendell been an excellent player. Kicks it out wide towards centre half forward. In front, wonderful mark, Roos. Roos has been one of the disappointing players for Fitzroy this year. He's a long way from goal. He kicks a long way. I don't know whether that was right. Out to Pekin. Pekin forced to a left footer. Down where Chris Hanson's in front. Punched away from everybody. Nice play, Conlon, left foot. And puts it through. Well, the strong man did it. It wasn't good play of Rouge to take it out to Pekin, I feel. Pekin was forced to a left footer. But out of the Malay, there's Barrett saying to Mickey Conlon, nicely done, fella.
And so the Lions lead by 2 points. 3 minutes into the second term, 21-19. And Rendell coming in, but Purser winning. It goes straight to the Fitzroy player, Bill Loken. Loken out to the Fitzroy half-forward line on Roos. Knocked away from him by Kennedy. And then knocked forward by Pekin. Well, Wilson has it, tries to get it back to Roos, but he gives it to Conlon instead. Conlon runs it for his second shot at goal in a matter of 3 minutes, and another goal to Mickey Conlon. 2 goals to him, and Fitzroy looking better.
Let's blaze away Conlon. It looked there as if he should have hand passed, but he kicked it straight and kicked it aggressively, as Conlon does so well.
Brilliant hand pass by Wilson.
Beautiful by Wilson. He's one of the best running players in the game. He's a glorious hand pass. Slick and quick.
All of a sudden, Fitzroy leading by 8 points.
The breeze is no longer the big factor, Drew.
5 goals to 2 scored at the left-hand end. You wouldn't be surprised it was the other way around. Bounce by umpire Cameron. Scramble out of the middle. Hanson, who's come well up the ground with Quinlan for these centre bounces. Rickman Fingertip control, bounces around. He kicked a couple in the first quarter, goes for his third. Good kick, but hooked it a bit too far.
Well, if there's ever any doubt about the breeze, you can see it when he kicked that one. He kicked it so effortlessly 60 metres. He's a good player. And young Gary Pert. Looking for Rendell, too wide actually, straight to Hawkins. Carlson nowhere near him. Hawkins then boots it short back looking for the captain. He missed by Neil Cordy. Matt Rendell gets it cleverly out to Pekin. Pekin on the half-back flank sends it out wide looking for Carlson. Carlson's hotly pursued, takes it the boundary line but was over the line. Out of bounds, it'll be thrown in, outer side, centre wing.
Purser, number 1 in the ruck. Rendell coming in to do battle with him. And Purser winning it, but doesn't direct it well and tries to kick it off the ground. To the Footscray half-forward line. Good play by Royal. Kick back towards the centre wing by Coleman, and a good mark over here taken by Paul Roos. Fitzroy placing a lot of dependence on him this year. That's his second mark. Hasn't done so well this year, but a great season last year. And now putting the Lions into attack. Conlon again getting over the top of Brian Cordy, but the ball over the line, about 50 metres out from the Lions' goal.
Both teams seemingly able to attack into this breeze. Fitzroy have done all the attacking in the second quarter. Scott thumps up the ground, backed by Kennedy for Footscray, close to the boundary line. Carlson, delightful hand pass going past Pekin, but couldn't quite keep it in.
That was really quick, that hand pass. It was too quick for Pekin, but it had to be that one. Quinlan runs into a Kennedy. It's his old team. Quinlan's getting tons of attention. Tough attention. Takes out his mouth guard and says to the umpire things that Brownlow medalists shouldn't say. Out to Sewell. Sewell then drives it down looking for Rickman. Rickman, well done. Oh, he outmaneuvered Parrish beautifully that time. Turns, twists, trouble, away from Parrish. Good shepherding. Caught again. He's doing it so easily. Then sends it downfield. In front was almost taken that time by Nettlefold. Picked up by Osborne. Osborne kicks it. There's been a free kick given behind the play. Not behind the play. Since Osborne has kicked, and the free is to go, I think, to Osborne. He's only a young player, but got tremendous endeavour as Osborne.
Osborne, who impressed everyone who saw him last year, is right on the full-back line and swings it back towards the centre wing. Kennedy knocking it away defensively. Kennedy with the job of marking Roos today, and Roos a renowned big high mark. The ball back in play again. Knocked down by Rendell. Kicked forward by Thornton. His kick smothered and a scrambly passage of play on the Footscray half-forward line, and umpire Kevin Smith to bounce.
Fitzroy 27, Footscray 20 at the 8-minute mark in the second quarter. Rendell, Carlson stole it out of an opponent's hands. Through centre wing he goes, up to Quinlan, who's roaming all over the field. Quinlan has a break on Hanson, drives it towards the goal square. It might be home. Scott goes up. Spoiled effectively by Sewell, who takes it out of play.
Been a top player is Jim Sewell. Quinlan spending most of his time roaming the half-forward line. Hanson's his opponent, and Sewell's looking after Scott. Scott comes in now, takes it with him, tries to kick it off. Picked up by Conlon. Hand passes. Wilson's buffeted over the line. And umpire Cameron says, free kick.
Gave it hold in the ball.
Oh, I'll be never. McKenna's with it, in front, fine mark. Taken by Mark Kellett.
Mark Kellett, former St Kilda player, who transferred to the Bulldogs last year, putting the ball back to the centre wing. Looking over here for the Footscray player coming in, Alan Edwards, who did well in the first quarter. But out of bounds again. And the Lions at home leading the Bulldogs by 7 points, 27-20. 9 minutes into the second quarter. Rendell again, but scouting well as McKenna. McKenna's kick under pressure from Thornton is not good. It's high into the air and out of bounds before Edmonds or Nettlefold can get to him.
Breeze helped that one stay in. Williams. Well played, Ian Williams. Bounces over a couple of them. Pert sees it out. Hasn't given Beasley a touch yet. But Footscray down into attack in the forward pocket. Chance for the Bulldogs at the 10-minute mark, second quarter, trailing by 7 points. Rendell gets it down to Thornton. Whistle's gone. Player held when not in possession. It's to be Matt Rendell's free kick.
And against Emmett Dunn. Dunn, seeing the policeman, directing the traffic and pointing out there to Pert and saying, someone watch him.
Spent the first quarter on the bench, Emmett Dunn. He was named at centre-half forward. Edwards took up that post and starred in the first quarter.
Here comes Rendell, who's been a champion. Fine kick too. Sewell underneath it. Purser, I should say. Wilson tackled by Kennedy. Too high this time. And Kennedy's been one of the rough stuff players. Wilson takes a free kick. He's always placed so close to the pack he gets buffeted. Roos, the half forward, is at half back. Sends it downfield looking for Quinlan. Quinlan goes up and takes a beauty. Quickly onto Harris. Harris dodges. Open goal. Quick, he's got a kick. And almost taken by Conlon. Picked up and left-footed. And left-footed beautifully by Pekin. It's through. Well, Leon Harris looked as if he was going to get away. He didn't. He was beautifully tackled. Conlon almost took a difficult mark, and young Tim Pekin, an auspicious debut, kicks a fine goal.
Yes, Pekin's a very impressive mover. He looks good. He's got plenty of pace, rather slightly built. Certainly impressing everyone here today with his fine skills. Now it's Rendell against Purser again, and Purser winning and knocking it 15 metres down to the half-forward line, but Coleman is there to kick it back defensively, but right into the hands of Doug Hawkins. And Hawkins now to initiate yet another Footscray forward move, wide out on the centre wing, looking for a lead downfield. It's over the head of Edwards on this occasion. Oh, lost, but a good, strong mark by the young Footscray player. Elects to handball it, and kicked up by another young player, Gary Pert, to the centre wing. Great teamwork by the Lions, with Rendell now deliberating and then giving it across to Bill Loken. Loken playing it wide to the lead from Bernie Quinlan. Good teamwork. Great use of the ball by Fitzroy, taking it right out of the last line of defence into attack. Downfield to Loken running through, but good play, and Hawkins forcing it over the line to Fitzroy in attack. The ball on their half-forward flank.
Quinlan and Hansen in ruck. Ball up.
Brilliant football there by Fitzroy, just overdone, and actually a daring interception by Hawkins thwarted their plans. Quinlan comes in to do the ruck work against Hansen, picked up by Wallace. Straight down to Wilson. Wilson marks nicely, can go on, Gary. Drives it down looking for Conlon to Thornton. Over his head it goes, taken by Egan. Great tackle by Thornton. A wonderful tackle. That really was a desperate one. And he tackled Egan ferociously, and the result is a free kick to Thornton as Egan threw the ball out to a teammate, and Thornton, who's an amazing angle goal, has got one almost as difficult. He's about 35 metres out, very acute angle, sends it for goal, just off to... It's through! Well, that's two fantastic goals by Ross Thornton, and they're enjoying it. Amazing. The breeze seems to be thwarted. And once again, and Fitzroy now doing well against the breeze. 6-3 Fitzroy to Footscray 3-2.
You'd think at the other end he had a bit of a chance. The breeze was going to help it through the goals, but from there you wouldn't give him a hope, would you?
I thought one's about the same as the other, yeah.
Well, now it's Neil Cordy putting the Bulldogs into attack over the head of Alan Edwards, running courageously backwards, and Osborne spoils his attempt to mark. It's on the ground, who is Coleman picks it up, but the Fitzroy defenders infringing against Jim Edmund. Held when not in possession. And Edmund certainly within range of goal. And the Bulldogs needing one here. They're trailing by 19 points at the moment. After a very good first quarter, Edmund's kick is long, and is it straight? Yes. Footscray's fourth goal on the board. Kick by Jim Edmund.
That's their first goal in this quarter with fairly decent breeze. 14 minutes gone. And yet in the first quarter, Footscray outscored Fitzroy when they had the breeze. We must be at the wrong ground.
Yeah, and Fitzroy have kicked 4 goals against the breeze in this term.
Bounce by umpire Cameron. Rendell beats Purser. McKenna intercepts. Good spin by Laurie, but McKenna intercepts again. High with the breeze. Beasley leads Pert. Pert a good spoil. Edmund in front. Slips away from Coleman. Support by Royal. Can score from there. Good kick. Second goal in a minute for Footscray.
Well, full marks to McKenna that time. In the centre of the ground, did a lot of heavy work and 2 beautiful interceptions. And a fine goal from one of the stars of season 1983 in Brian Royal in his first season of league football. He was generally acknowledged as one of the recruits of the year. Rendell's done a magnificent job on the ball. Purser's not been overshadowed, but Rendell's made a tremendous difference to the big man power of Fitzroy. He's picked up marks around the ground. He's taken 6 of them. In comes Purser now. Well done that time. Straight to Loken. Loken straight across the wing position. Grant Laurie's got the run. Well done, Neil Cordy. Punched down that time by Wallace. Nice play this time by Nettlefold. Brilliantly to Laurie. Laurie, who's a beautiful kick, sends to Conlon. Oh, bad miss, Conlon. Scott too slow. And really badly handled by Fitzroy. Sewell, a grand defender, sends it down. Rendell and Edmund behind his Nettlefold. Wallace is with the ball. Tackled by Loken. Nettlefold again. Nettlefold then left foot to a big pack of players. Scott. Lovely leap. Oh, they flummed it, did they? That's just a few seconds ago when Conlon missed yet another mark that he should have taken. And Scott was too slow, but big Mark Scott redeemed himself with his 3rd mark, and a splendid one it was. He now kicks for goal. He's kicked 1. Fitzroy have kicked 6, and he hooks it. Oh, look at the wind taking that. There's clear indication the wind is there, all right. It's out of bounds.
Scott then with his opponent Hansen running back to, or Hansen running to look to take the kick from the fullback. And there he goes, but Scott knocks it away, and then it's knocked forward by Egan across to Wallace, and Wallace tries to give it back to Egan. And now the Bulldogs coming to the half-forward line. Alan Edwards got a good mark taken by Coleman. Slowly coming into the game after being well outpointed by Edwards in the first term. Gives it to Nettlefold. Nettlefold wide towards Lee Carlson. Out on the wing, Carlson. Left-handed hand pass to no one in particular, but picked up here by Loken. Down towards the full forward zone, and Scott again in the right spot at the right time and within range of goal.
Nettlefold's made a difference in the second quarter too. He has started the last 3 forward thrusts.
Yeah, I thought Carlson's hand pass was a ripper too, wasn't it then?
Well, now Scott only 35 to 40 metres out, and Fitzroy leading by 7 points. Scott, no, doesn't even make the distance, and Footscray bringing the ball around the flank position, and over it goes. Good Neil Cordy not happy, and I guess he's got every right to be colliding into a camera case there, and I thought he's going to drop kick it over the fence.
Quinlan wins. Intercepted down there by Hawkins, who's been pretty quiet. Here's Nettlefold keeping Edmund out of it again. Another hand pass from Loken. Rendell on the ground, almost gets his hands taken off. Umpire says it was high. One way or the other, it's a free to Matt Rendell. Rendell, the centre half forward. Roos is there. One hand not enough. Off hands to Kennedy. Short kick out of defence. McKenna fingertips to it. Loken again, paddling it forward. Wilson onto Carlson. He's a delightful left foot kick, Lee Carlson, bouncing round the boundary line. He goes for the goal square, not the goal. Quinlan is there. And Scott's got it again. Beautiful high marking by Mark Scott. And Lee Carlson could so well have gone for the goal rather than the pass. Scott 5 marks, and about 3 of them in the last 5 minutes. This time he must score, and does. Full points, and Fitzroy 7-3, Footscray 5-2.
Goal number 2 to Mark Scott. Delightful football by Carlson again. He really is. With hand or foot, he's a beautiful kick. And he centred that one and centred it beautifully. And there was Quinlan and Scott, the two tall timbers of the one side, waiting for it. And once again, you can say, why did they clear this fellow? He was very young and 6'5½". Now at the 20-minute mark in the second term, Beasley's been moved to centre-half forward. Pert's followed him out, and Pert's thwarted and frustrated him all day up to date. Well done, Purser. Royal runs into trouble. Picked up by Thornton, who's been a good goer. Picked Hawkins now. With his left foot, boots it down. Edwards and Coleman. Neither can reach it. Bounce the goal. Coleman will have to hurry and hits it through for one behind as he fumbled it.
Full marks to Coleman for his endeavour in getting back into the game in this quarter. On the full-back line, a short pass downfield to Grant Laurie. Laurie, low trajectory kick, upfield, well-delivered ball. And Leon Harris, the chance now to take the ball further around that centre wing. Swings it more in towards the centre, looking for Roos, who's in the middle of two Footscray players, one of them Kennedy, and Kennedy's got it now and palms off the opposition as he puts it downfield to Hawkins. A good rolling mark to Hawkins and gets it on to Burton. Good play, good teamwork, good use of the ball. Burton now slamming it in. Not a well delivered kick. Right near the behind post.
Really mucked that up, Burton. Any amount of players to pass to. Delightful play by Hawkins. Footscray in attack, trailing by 2 goals. Edwards, number 30, 2 touches of it. Oh, crash down goes Parrish. He'll take the free against Edmund. Felt that one too. Support by Carlson from the goal square to half-back flank. Pert is there with Beasley. Beasley hasn't had a touch. Williams held, but we're not in possession by Osborne. Free kick to Ian Williams.
Listen, Williams hasn't had too many touches either, which is a tremendous credit to young Osborne. He's a very dangerous player. He's kick number 4, and this is the 21-minute mark in the second term. He's within range for a good one, is Ian Williams. Kicks it high, won't quite make the distance. Up they go, and it could have been marked, I think, by Matt Rendell, but he was quite content to punch it away. Giant size, been a wonderful player. It'll be kicked in now from that point, which shows Fitzroy 7-3 and Footscray 5-4, 45-34.
22 minutes of time elapsed in the second quarter as Pert puts it back into play again. Roos, a long way down from the half-forward line, tries to get it across to Parrish, succeeds in doing so, and Parrish cleverly getting it back. Roos under a bit of pressure now as he stumbles momentarily, and then he gives it to the wrong player. Burton gets it again. Parrish tackles him, but down to Beasley. Over the top is Edwards. He'll kick it off the ground. Not quite accurately enough. And a point to the Bulldogs. And the margin now 10 points in favour of the Lions.
Pert short passes to Laurie for the second time in a couple of minutes. Difficult to get it out of this pocket. To half-back flank. Beasley's there. Burton goes up and takes the mark for Footscray. Dashes round onto his left boot. Drives it back to the goal square. Edwards with Pert. Pert in front, 2 touches, not a mark. Plays well, though, delightfully to Osborne. Osborne out of defence. Chance for Purser. The 2 ruckmen after this one. Purser there first in front of Rendell. Good play by the big fella. Short pass to McKenna, but too long. Great mark, Carlson.
Oh, it was a beauty. It was a beauty. And gets a 15-metre penalty as well against McKenna. Plays on and drives his left foot out to wide, looking for Barwick. Nice punch by Kellett. Punched over by Hawkins, straight to Parrish. Parrish in a flash out to Pekin. Pekin then looks down towards that full forward zone, looking for Scott. And it's all Footscray. They don't hold it. Scott again to Quinlan. Quinlan left foots it down towards the goal square. Hooks it too far, and it bounces over the line, out of bounds.
What good play by young Tim Pekin again, who took the ball out of the centre. And now Fitzroy have an opportunity to score. Scott coming in there, number 23 from behind, and taking it out of there and then dropping it, and Wilson then handballing it onto Mickey Conlon. There's a great left foot shot in towards goal, and Conlon has kicked his third goal.